Ugh.
Mad God, walk with our Lord.
I've got fresh sticks, guaranteed no leaves. Your lips to his ears. I don't know anything about a conspiracy. Please, no! Ah! Blessings of the Mad God. I don't know anything. Thank you. Bye. Please, no. I don't know any. The young folk just don't appreciate a good.
I'm Murine. If you have any secrets, I'm the one to tell. I won't share them with anyone but my family. Unless they're good ones, that is. I don't know any... Please. Please, no. See you.
It's gone. All of it. Gone. Have you seen any of it? Any of my things? The others, they think I'm stealing, but I just want my things back. I don't know anything. Please, no!
How may I serve?
Please. Goodbye.
Best not to talk about it here. Meet me after dark.
Sickly Bernice, proprietor. Don't get too close now. You might catch what I have. Well, it seems I'm dying. Yes, these may be my last days in the Shivering Isles. That is, unless someone like yourself could help me find the cure. But no one has taken me up on my offer. Even with the promise of a reward. Oh, well. It's been a good life, I suppose. I don't know. Please. Please. Leaving me to die.
Best not to talk about it.
I like dogs. I don't know. Please, no! Ah! Please. See you.
I'll crack the Findu. Narians, that. I'll ballitoe before I crable. Narians. Gal burst in it. What? What?
There used to be a pygmy skull here. I was
You smell worse than... I've nothing to tell the likes of you. Please, no. No more. No more. All I know is that word has gotten around about Anya Herrick. She looks more nervous than normal lately. People think she might be up to something.
Is this your first time to the museum? I am the curator of the Museum of Oddities, Una Armina. Have we met? You look familiar. Anyway, I'm always looking for new exhibits, so remember me when you come across anything odd. I don't know anything about a conspiracy. Thank you. See you later.
Yes?
Cats. Everywhere.
Hi.
Hi.
No apples. Don't like apples. Got mutton? Fritters?
I'm Anya Herrick. I serve Lady Syl, and she allows me to remain protected within the House of Dementia. I'm so grateful to her. What? No, I don't know anything about anything. I'm sorry. I can't help you. Please, no! Please! I'm not involved! I didn't do anything! They wanted me to get them close to Syl, but I wouldn't abide them! It was Masada. He said he was working on behalf of someone else. He told me I needed to help him, or there would be repercussions. I didn't know what to do. Turning on Syl could cost me my life. But if I don't help, what will Masada do to me? You must do something. I've told you all I know. It was Masada. I don't know anything more. I swear it. Bye.
Oh!
Looking. Always looking, I am. Ah, you again. Have you seen any of Masada's things? A shiny spoon or a broken bottle? I can't find them. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about. Please, no! You may continue to do your worst, Inquisitor, but unless you have some evidence of this preposterous conspiracy, you'll get nothing from me. I've told you, I don't know anything. You can't... No, please! You may continue to do your worst, Inquisitor, but unless you have some evidence... See you. Look. Your lip? No. Please. I don't want trouble. I keep to myself. But I see Mazada and that dark seducer, Nelrine, meeting behind the buildings late at night sometimes. That's all I know. Nothing more. See you later.
Stop following me, you smelly cat. Ugh, you smell... I've told you what I know. He's still around. I've seen him skulking like the filthy cat he is. Take care.
What?
I hear Errol is fed up with Brythar's antics. He really wants something done about it.
If Brythar doesn't watch it, he may disappear one day.
See you.
Have you made any progress? Will Anya assist us?
No, that blasted Inquisitor got to her. We'll need to find someone else.
See that you do so immediately. This is the one task which you were assigned. If you cannot complete it, you will be removed. Are we clear?
I will. I will. I want to see Syl dead just as much as you do. She cannot be allowed to survive after what she's done. It's despicable.
Good. I shall expect a progress report soon. And keep your head down. The Inquisitor must not become involved.
Ah, you again. Have you seen any of... I've told you I don't know What? It's for the good of the Crucible. You must see that. Please, spare me. I'll do anything. You don't know, do you? She's kept it a secret even from you. She and Phaedon, they've been meeting in secret. They've been doing things together. Consorting. You understand me? It cannot be permitted. She must be stopped. I don't know. Besides Nelrine, she's taking orders from someone but won't tell me who. If I find out, will you promise to spare me? Thank you. Thank you. You are too kind. I shall bring you names, I promise. Meet me in my house tomorrow at midnight. I'll have the information for you. But I think you should leave.
Blessings, citizen. What do you want? You have no proof. You cannot hold me accountable for anything. And with it, you'll do what? I'm not even the one you want. Murine is behind it. You'll need solid proof to pin it on her. Walk with our Lord.
Greetings. Hello there. I just finished a lovely conversation with Uncle Leo. It seems he's not feeling well today. Lost an arm. I see you've done quite a bit of work to track me down. Yes, I orchestrated it. Syl deserves to die a painful death for turning on all of us and consorting with our enemies. Go ahead, do what you will. Nothing matters now. Haven't you got what you need? If you hear anything interesting, let me know.
Blessings, citizen.
What news do you have to report, Inquisitor? Have you found who is responsible? Is that so? I shall have her brought to the torture chamber at once. Meet me there shortly. You've confessed to attempting to kill me, I understand. The penalty for this treachery is death, and is to be carried out immediately. You see now what happens when those who oppose me fail, which they always do. I'm pleased with your work, Inquisitor. As a token of my appreciation, I shall spare your life and make you a courtier of dementia. In addition, accept this bow. May your enemies fear you and never know from where or with what enchantment you shall strike. See you.
I used to think you were a hero, a holy knight and all that. Errol has a big problem with Brythar. I don't know exactly what the problem is, but it's safe to say Errol is making a huge fuss over it. Errol owns a magic shop in town called Errol's Mysteries. If you want to know more, I'd suggest you ask him yourself. Goodbye.
Hello?
See you.
I hear the shield of the Crusaders been was locked away in some booby-trapped dungeon or something.
Take care.
Aye.
Take care.
out! Get out!
Speak quickly, mortal. Speak quickly, mortal.
Hi.
Alive and kicking, are you? Welcome back. The triumphant champion returns. So, do you feel any different? Now that you've been through this experience, I mean. You know what it's like now. Always wanting that next fix. Hating it, but craving it at the same time, and hating yourself for all of it. Ah well, all over now. The chalice helps, doesn't it? Indeed it does. And I could use some helping right now. I'll just take that back from you. And as a token of my gratitude, I grant you the role of Courtier of Mania with all of its entitlements, which is to say, none.
Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure.
Why, look who's here. You! How about that? Well, well, you've experienced both shades of madness. Wonderful. You seem fulfilled. Full of fill. Bursting at the seams. Seamless. Now, to the meat of your endeavor. The crux of the situation. The reason for your being here. And the likely cause of your death. You'll be stopping the Grey March, altering the course of events, breaking the cycle! A fly in the ointment, a new cause for a different effect. We're going to change things. No! Things will be different this time around. You'll be my champion. You'll grow powerful. You'll grow to be... me. Prince of Madness, a new Sheogorath. Or you'll die trying. I love that about you. Because you seem a nice enough sort. And you've made it this far. And if you don't, I'll swallow your soul and vomit it into the ever-filling chamber pot of the ageless. But mostly because I asked nicely. A fair question. You won't really. At least I don't think so. But you'll have power. My power. Try not to lose it. It's a pain to replace. But for all intents and purposes, you'll be me. A me to fight the him, since I won't be around. It's simple, really, if you don't think about it. Well, not here. Didn't I say that? I'm never here when Jiggalag walks. It's one of the rules. I've told you too much for now. Listen to me. Prattle on. I can see your mortal brain straining. We'll talk more later. Now, you've seen the great torch that burns brightly over New Sheoth. No? Because it doesn't. It should, but it doesn't. You'll fix that. You'll go to Sylarn and bring back the Flame of Agnon to relight the torch. Oh, and take care with my minions at Sylarn. In their eternal quest to please me, they're constantly fighting over Sylarn. It can be tiresome, but really, it's divine. Divinely tiresome. Well, that's your problem now. Off with you. I don't want to see you again until the great torch is lit. I wouldn't want to have to hurt you much. Oh, don't forget to make use of dear Haskell. Between you and me, if he's not summoned 3 or 4 times a day, I don't think he feels appreciated. That's where you're going to get the Flame of Agnon. Do you listen to anything I say? Do your ears work? If not, I can find use for them. Go and fetch the flame. Bring it to the Cecellum. Light the great torch. How are you going to be me if you can't even do what me tells you? It's what's used to light the great torch. Haven't we covered this? You'll find it in Sylarn, guarded by my saints and seducers. The great torch shines brightly above New Sheoth, a beacon of hope for all the citizens. Except it doesn't! It's gone out! Happens every time the Grey March begins, which it has. Makes all of my subjects uneasy, tense, homicidal, some of them at least. We need to get that torch relit before the place falls apart. Ta! Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Always a pleasure. Yes, is there something you require? The Flame of Agnon can only be lit by the immortal servants of Sheogorath, the Golden Saints and dark seducers of his creation. In normal times, Sheogorath would simply command it, and his servants would leap to sacrifice themselves upon the altars of rapture and despair. But alas, the times are not normal, and Sheogorath has given you this task without the authority to command it. I'm afraid you may have to be a little bit clever. Ah, the Great Torch. It is a symbol of Sheogorath's power and a source of great comfort for the citizens of New Sheoth. Unfortunately, the torch has gone out. For eternity, this has heralded the start of the Grey March. Lord Sheogorath, in his wisdom, wishes for you to relight the torch to help ease the worries of the populace. If only we could speak more often.
Welcome to the House of Mania. Speak, citizen. Speak, citizen.
Oh! Ah! 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 Oh! Oh! Oh!
Yes? I bid you greetings and cheer with the grace of a noble stallion. You seem to be of fine temper and wit, says the poet known as Hallion. It's time to say goodbye. I'm sorry, I must go.
Halt! Mortals are not permitted within the walls of Holy Sylarn. My pardon, Lord. Receive this key, and with it free passage throughout the shrine of the Flame of Agnan. Alas, we cannot light the flame until we take control of the Altar of Despair from the infernal Maskin. The Armazalkana would wish to speak to you at once. Proceed through this door to our main encampment at the Altar of Rapture.
State your business. Sylarn is holy ground, unfit for mortals. Then you are free to enter the shrine of the Flame of Agnan. This key will allow you passage through any door in Sylarn. The flame is lit from the shrine's 2 altars. Once the Orioles are driven out of Sylarn, it will be our pleasure to light the flame for Sheogorath. The Grukhedric Ulfri will explain everything. You should speak to her at once. A mortal wandering the halls of holy Sylarn, and a male no less. Explain yourself. Then I am at your service. The Grakedric Ulfri commands here. You will wish to speak to her at once, no doubt. The holy flame can only be lit from the altars of despair and rapture. Alas, the Ariels hold rapture for now. You should speak to the Grakedric Ulfri at once. She will be glad of your help to rid Sylarn of the arrogant Ariels once and for all. She is the Grakedric, commander of the Mazkin here at Sylarn. She has never yet been defeated by the Ariels, despite their strength. You know us as Dark Seducers, a name given us by our enemies. But we are the Mazkin in our own tongue, Sheogorath's only truly loyal servants. Our rivals, the so-called Golden Saints. One day, Sheogorath will finally recognize their bull-headed stupidity and expel them from the realm. We hold the Altar of Despair, here within the Shrine of the Flame of Agnon. Continue down the corridor if you wish to meditate there upon the fate of all things mortal. The counterpart to the Altar of Despair, Rapture is currently held by the Ariels in their complacency, but that will soon change. For Sheogorath's glory. Begone, mortal, or you will soon find yourself between the Mazkin and their prey. A most dangerous place to be. We are preparing to wipe out the arrogant Ariels once and for all. Once they break themselves on our defenses, Sylarn will be ours, a gift for our Lord Sheogorath. Then you have arrived just in time to help us defend the Altar of Despair. Once the strength of the Ariels is shattered, I will be honored to light the flame as my Lord Sheogorath commands. The two altars, Blessed Despair and Holy Rapture, feed the great flame of Agnon above us. Only Sheogorath's immortal servants can kindle the altars, and I am at my Lord's command. But I only hold despair for the moment. The Ariels hold Rapture and are massing to attack us. But never fear, they are no match for us. Once their main force is destroyed, with your help, we can easily take Rapture from the few survivors. Then I will gladly kindle the flame for you. We are expecting the Ariels to attack any moment. They'll come down the main passage from the Altar of Rapture. They always do. They are overconfident as usual. We have prepared many traps and ambushes. It will be a glorious slaughter. Once the Ariels are destroyed, I will light the flame of Agnon for you. Will you help us defend the Altar of Despair? This will be a glorious day. Sylarn will finally be free of the Ariels. Follow me. We're expecting the attack at any moment. The Ariels are beginning their attack. Show them no mercy. Today, Sylarn shall finally belong to us.
For the Saints. For Sheogorath! Kneel before the Saints. For Sheogorath!
This one's mine. Maskin for the Mad God.
Kneel before the saints. For the Mad God.
The altar of rapture, or you will soon find yourself. They are overcome. Once this will be. The Ariels are beginning their attack. Sheogorath's blessings upon you.
Kneel before the saints. For the Mad God. Eta Oriole.
Kneel before the saints!
For Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints! For Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints! For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! Eta Oriole! For Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints! For Sheogorath!
For the Mad God! The altar of rapture, or you will soon find. The Ariels are beginning their attack. Show them no mercy. Today, Cylon shall finally belong.
For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! Before the saints! Eta Oriole! Kneel before the saints! before the saints!
Begone, mortal, or you will soon... The Ariels are beginning their attack. Sheogorath's blessing. Mazkin!
For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! Kneel before the saints! For Sheogorath! Kneel before the saints! For the Mad God!
Kneel before the saints!
For before the saints!
God!
Oriole! For Sheogorath!
Mazkin! Mazkin!
Kneel before the saints!
For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath!
Mazkin!
Oriole! Kneel before the saints! For Sheogorath! For the Mad God! For the Mad God! Oriole!
Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints!
For Sheogorath!
Atar!
For the Mad God!
Mazkin! Victory is ours. I have already instructed my subordinates to kindle the altar of rapture. It is my honor to sacrifice myself on the altar of despair at Lord Sheogorath's command. The altars which feed the flame of Agnon can be kindled only by the willing death of an immortal. I have hoped for this moment since I took command of the Mazkin at Sylarn. I return my soul to the embrace of Oblivion's dark waters. Farewell. How may I serve? Sheogorath's blessings upon you. The Mazkin do not forget their friends.
Speak, citizen.
You've brought it. The holy flame of Agnon, the fire of inspiration and rapture. If you light the great torch on the mania side of the Sacellum, you will be a hero to the people of Bliss, I assure you. Do not think about it. Dream about it.
Ah, you burn with the purging fire of Agnon, the flame of truth, the flickering beacon of hope in the gloom of despond. Come, light the great torch for dementia. Illuminate the conspiracies. Deepen the shadows. The people of Crucible await their hero. Yes. Yes?
Heretics are misguided worshippers of Arden Sul.
They're bizarre. You'll uplift the poor, suffering folk of dementia with the flame, then? You are truly demented, as I always suspected. Release yourself to your secret fears and desires. Let them rule you, as they must in the end. Now, light the great torch as a beacon for those who fear and those who inspire fear. Another sheep returns to the...
I'm disappointed in your choice. Why you would choose to honor the fetid madness of dementia is beyond my understanding. Tread the humble path and find enlightenment.
Aren't you off to a good start? That's important. For me. Really, your work is going to save me a lot of time. The Grey March is upon us, and the ordering begins. Armies of order, sweep my realm! Death! Destruction! Then I have to pick up the pieces. And there are always lots of pieces. I don't like it, having to rebuild my realm every era. Sometimes I forget where things go, like New Sheoth. I can never remember where it belongs. You'll change that. Break the cycle. You'll stop Jigalag, and I'll have my realm to come back to. I've never actually tried that before. Why not? Something has to work. Once, I dug a pit and filled it with clouds. Or was it clowns? It doesn't matter, it didn't slow them down. To be honest, it wasn't the best idea. And it really began to smell. Must have been clowns. Clouds don't smell bad. They taste of butter. And tears. But this is all new. A fresh idea. Something I hadn't thought of. Until I did. It's sure to work, even though it might not. Now, you'll need the respect of my citizens. They'll need a leader, someone to look up to when I'm gone. They're the backbone of any great land. Except where their backbone is an actual backbone. Ever been to Malakoth's realm? Oh, nasty stuff. But back to the business at hand. You'll need to control one of the carts of madness. Replace a current duke, or duchess, whichever. That will command respect. The people will rally around you. You'll have their love, their admiration, their complaints, whatever, as long as it keeps them on our side. No. No. Absolutely not. Well, yes, absolutely. Bit of a shame for them. But sometimes, you need to break a few eggs. Or skulls. There are rules, though, even in the Isles. Rituals and rules. You need to follow them. Speak to Arctis and Dervenin, the High Priest at the Sacellum Arden Sul. They can explain what needs to be done. And you've always got our man Haskell to call on for help. Faithful, like a good hound, that one. And he looks better in a suit. Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
What?
You can find some good deal. The Great Torch flares with the light of dementia. All of Crucible will be celebrating tonight. Here, take this. The reward you have earned. Quickly now. It's best if no one knows you wear this. Interesting. Not many wish to hear about such things, but I would be glad to oblige. Becoming the Duke of Dementia requires passage through the ritual of accession. Specific guidelines set forth by Arden Sul himself. Seldom is the subject ever Wait a moment. Did you want to hear the history of the ritual? As it happened so many years ago, my lord Arden Sul suspected a traitor in his midst. Not wishing to find himself on the wrong end of a blade, he gathered his flock here in the Sacellum. By poisoning the sacramental wine, Arden Sul was able to suppress any such conspiracy in one fell swoop. Yes, he then removed their hearts from their bodies and used his ancient scrying technique known as visceromancy to read their lifeblood. When Arden Sul couldn't divine the traitor's true nature in their hearts, he became distraught and took his own life in the same way. From that day on, the ritual of accession for the throne of Dementia was set. Very well. Spoken like a true son of the Demented. To become the ruler of Dementia, the current leader's heart must be cut out and brought to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I can pronounce the heart-bearer a duke or duchess. Then, all that is required is the blessing of our lord, Sheogorath.
I'm disappointed in your choice. An important part of our history, my friend. I would be glad to tell the tale if you have a moment. Arden Sul was perhaps the greatest duke to walk our land. Many years ago, he decided to hold a night of absolute indulgence, resplendent with dance, wine, and sex, to celebrate his fondness for his brethren. The green moat flowed like water in a stream, as the revelers voraciously succumbed to its rapturous ways. But it was. As the bacchanal reached a crescendo, the people began to clutch their chests as their very hearts exploded. The green moat had taken its toll. The ground stained a deep crimson as the sanguine liquid flowed from their lifeless bodies. To represent that night, when the ruler of Mania is to be replaced, he partakes of the green moat and allows his lifeblood to flow upon the altar. Certainly, when the ruler of Mania has decided it is time, he will choose a successor from his court. The successor is invited to a huge celebration, a night of hedonistic revelry, wine, song, and of course, green moat. During this, the exiting regent imbibes 3 doses of the potent drug. This causes his heart to burst, and his lifeblood flows from his body. The successor then gathers the drug-tainted blood and brings it to the altar of Arden Sul in the Sacellum. Once this is done, I will proclaim the successor a duke or duchess. Then Sheogorath gives his blessing, and the cycle is completed.
You're back! How nice for you! Does that mean you've made a decision? Or are you lost? Suicidal? Just let me know. A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which Duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting. A safer choice, perhaps. Maybe you'll live through this. Théoden's a bit lost these days. Not that it's a bad thing, it suits him. Until now. Besides, won't it be a grand surprise when you make his heart burst from too much green moat? Théoden loves surprises. Théoden may be in a constant state of euphoria, but I wouldn't underestimate his intelligence. This is so much fun! We will speak when your task is complete.
Speak quickly, mortal. Feel free. Go. Feel free to go.
Yes?
Great, how can I help you? Such a kind and noble man. In times like these, it's good to have a leader who still enjoys all the modern pleasures Mania has to offer. Well, yes. Apart from enjoying his painting, reading a good book, or a rousing night of erotic bedroom games. I'm speaking of Greenmote, of course. There is no greater pleasure. If I didn't have such a busy daily routine, I'd likely indulge myself in its pleasures more often. At the risk of being rude, I must confess I don't like talking about the specifics of my routine. Théoden has too many enemies that may turn that knowledge against him. He depends on me quite dearly. We'll see. Well, every little bit helps. Very well. I see little harm in telling you. After a bit of reading in the garden and running my special errand at noon, I like to shop at Books of Bliss. Around 8 p.m. we are served dinner. Gundlar is quite a chef and prepares Théoden's meals personally, adding just a hint of Greenmote. After that, we dance, we sing, or we do whatever else suits my lord's tastes. Greenmote is the refined version of the spores that are harvested from the spore trees that dot Mania. We keep the Greenmote safely tucked inside the Greenmote silo. You can imagine the ruckus if its location was known. Only a select few, such as myself, know the silo's location. However, we are sworn to secrecy. There isn't enough gold or enough jokes in the world that would convince me to tell you where the green moat is located. Please, go on. Yes, I must attend to him.
What can I do for you on this fine, fine day? I've heard of such a grand place. Ah, to imagine all that wonderful green moat under one roof. Yes? May all your days be filled with enlightenment.
Again, farewell.
Halt, lawbreaker. Lord Sheogorath's justice demands... I was...
Every day is like being born! So new and so alive. Oh my, yes. I feel especially delighted this evening. Perhaps it's time I recited my latest soliloquy. The lady fair, our love is told, with a hair as fine as soft-spun gold, lips as red as sun-drenched dawn, skin as soft as a newborn fawn, eyes as blue as a cerulean sea. What? My heart can't breathe. Help me. Oh!
Speak, citizen.
You have things to do. Talking to me isn't one of them. We will speak when your task is complete.
Once again has the ritual of accession come full circle. The blood of Théden has been consumed by Arden Sul's will, and all of Mania welcomes you with open arms. I now declare you Duke of Mania of the Shivering Isles. May your light shine upon all our happiest days. May Arden Sul enrich your mind and guide your heart.
You've done it! The ritual is complete, and you've survived! A shame about Théden, but it's how we would have wanted it to go. Now, on to other...
Wait, I must speak. The ritual must not be completed.
Syl! You dare interrupt me? Only I interrupt me. Like just then. I'm speaking with someone. We'll talk later. Or not. When is later exactly? Not now, I'm sure of that. Guards! I think Syl forgot how to use the door. Kindly show her out, before I forget myself.
Théden? Dead? You've done this. It was you all along.
Hold your tongue, little Duchess, or I'll tear it from your mouth.
Replacing Théden with this outsider? This is how it ends. I should have seen this coming.
Calm yourself, Syl. You're making my teeth itch. You still hold your office? I suggest you see to your duties.
No, I see what's going on. I should have seen it before. You conspire to destroy us all. You're a fool if you think I'll allow this to happen.
Fool? Visionary! Change is in the air, Syl. Breathe it deep. Bathe in its scent. Bottle it up, save some for later.
Order stands at our door. They've taken the fringe. Did you even know? Do you care? And you speak of change.
Change will preserve us. It is the lifeblood of the Isles. It will move mountains. It will mount movements.
No, I can't do this. There has to be a way out. A way to escape.
Then go, Syl. Return to your quarters before I send you back in pieces.
Yes, that's what I'll do. I'll go. The enemy of my enemy orders the key. I'll Keep them close.
No! Let her go.
This is not over, Mad God. I give myself to Jiggalag. As a priest of order, I'll be safe. Your empire will crumble before the armies of order.
Wondering why I let her go, aren't you? I can see it in your face. Mostly in the eyes. I may take those from you when this is done. This has never happened before. The ruler of dementia turning traitor? Unprecedented. I've seen others defect, but never a duke. Maybe we're onto something here. We'll see how it plays out. It can't be worse than what's happened before. I do, I did, and I won't say it again. But that's enough about that. You're the ruler of Mania. Oh, just look at you. You're positively beaming. You now have the power to summon golden saints. They've always served the Duke of Mania. I think it's the bright colors. They just love them. And here is the Ring of Lordship, a symbol of your new station. Symbols are important. They carry weight in this realm, and others. You would be well served to remember that. She was right about that. I can feel it. In my bones. The little ones. The Grey March has swept the fringe. Aura gathers its forces there as we speak. And I hate when people gather forces in my fringe! You'll need to put an end to that. Stop them. My army should already be there, but I want you to see what you can do to help. If they continue to marshal their forces there, we won't be able to contain them. Make sure they can't. Ta! You're back! How... A friendly word of warning before you choose. Once you've decided which Duke to replace, there's no turning back. One choice. No more. No less. Try not to do something stupid. So which is it? What will it be? Mania? Dementia? The suspense is killing me! Or you, if I have to keep waiting. A dangerous choice. I like it! She's gotten to be a bit much anyway. Thinks everyone is out to get her. Which they are in this case. So be it. Syl is as crafty as she is beautiful. I'd watch my back if I were you. Oh, this is so much fun! We will speak when your task is complete.
What did you... All I can tell you is Syl is rarely seen in public, and her staff takes care of the day-to-day activities.
I'd check with Anya Herrick, her courtier, and Kitlan, her steward. Maybe they can help you. Pleasure and pain. What? Do you take me for a fool? How do I know you aren't acting as an agent of dementia? I'm listening. Every little bit helps. Shh. The walls have ears. I hear that in light of recent events at the palace, Anya Herrick is more loyal to Syl than ever. In fact, she rarely leaves her side. Well, I've heard that recent events in Syl's court have made Kitlan a bit disillusioned with its leadership, but you didn't hear that from me. Pleasure and pain be with you.
Blessings, citizen.
Oh, what is it you require? I suppose I should be grateful working in the palace with her. But I can't stand having to constantly look over my shoulder. I don't know if she has it in for me or not. I think she is in constant fear of being replaced. No, I cannot even think such thoughts. How do I know? I can trust you won't become just as tyrannical as she has. We'll see. For me, thanks. Yes, I see you may have what it takes to replace her. Very well. What is it you need from me? That may be difficult. Syl has been hidden from public sight lately. However, I can give you something that may help. Take this key. It should unlock any door in her wing of the palace. You still need to be wary of her seducer guards, but it should help.
I bid you welcome.
Ah, good to see you again.
She's staying well out of sight. No need to take unnecessary risks. I maintain a close watch on her. She fears that Sheogorath no longer favors her presence and wants her replaced. Ha! You're mad. Syl has yet to be bested in any combat. Unless, well, if you think you have a chance. How do I know this isn't some sort of trick? Yes, that will get you something. Perhaps I misjudged you. All right, I'll help. Just remember me when you take over her position. What can I do to help you? Well, the best thing I can offer is help with the guards. I can distract at least 2 of them and get them to leave her wing of the palace. That should help you to get in there a bit easier.
Don't be fooled. The ritual isn't over. The body on the bed isn't Syl, but merely an impersonator. The real Syl uses many such decoys to throw would-be killers off her trail. Syl has made her escape through the hidden tunnel in the gardens outside her quarters. She must not get away! Be wary. I fear that her escape may be a ruse to lure you into an ambush.
What do you want now? I told you what I'm willing to do. Now... Look out!
Mazkin! For
I'm just warming up, you pathetic worm.
God! Atar Mazkin!
Let's get this over with.
For Sheogorath!
Don't be fooled. The bots beware. Look out!
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll start!
For Sheogorath! Atar Mazkin! For the Mad God! For Sheogorath! For Sheogorath! Mazkin!
Another sheep returns to the flock. Once again has the ritual of accession come full circle. The heart of Syl has been consumed by Arden Sul's will, and the Demented welcome you with open arms. I now declare you to be Duke of Dementia of the Shivering Isles. May your wrath and anger be your guide. Pleasure and pain, my lord.
You have done it! The ritual is complete, and you've survived! Oh, who'd have thought? Now, on to other...
Wait, I must speak. Halt, cease, desist.
Thaden! How dare you interrupt me? Only I interrupt me! Like just then. I'm speaking with someone. We'll talk later. Or not. When is later exactly? Not now, I'm sure of that. Guards! I think Thaden forgot how to use the door. Kindly show him out, before I forget myself.
Syl? Syl is dead. This can't be right. Is this right? What have you done? Have you done this?
Hold your tongue, little Duke, or I'll tear it from your mouth.
But this stranger? Someone new? From somewhere else? Not here, I'm sure of that. I don't understand. Or I can't.
Calm yourself, Thaden. You're making my teeth itch. You still hold your office. I suggest you see to your duties.
Ridiculous! You can't do this! Although you're omnipotent or just tall, it's one of the two, I'm sure. And a fool!
Fool? Visionary! Change is in the air, Thaden. Breathe it deep. Bathe in its scent. Bottle it up. Save some for later.
Order approaches! It's taken the fringe already, with order clothes and order hats, and you speak of change?
Change will preserve us. It is the lifeblood of the Isles. It will move mountains. It will mount movements.
No, certainly not. This isn't good. I'm sure it's bad. Can't do this anymore. No more.
Then go, Thaden. Have your green moat. Take a bath. But leave before I decorate my throne with your insides.
Yes, that's it. I'll go. Away. Far away. Working for them is like working for us, but without all the dying.
No! Let him go.
Enough! I go to Jiggalag. I give myself to him as a priest of order. This isn't done, Mad God! I think it's just started.
Wondering why I let him go, aren't ya? I can see it in your face. Mostly in the eyes. I may take those from you when this is done. This has never happened before. The ruler of Mania, turning traitor. Unprecedented. But different is good. A new act in this play. Maybe we're onto something here. We'll see how it plays out. It can't be worse than what's happened before. I do. I did. And I won't say it again. But that's enough about that. You're the ruler of dementia. Just look at you. You're positively beaming. You now have the power to summon dark seducers. They've always served the Duke of Dementia. I think they have a thing for pain. And here is the Ring of Lordship, a symbol of your new station. Symbols are important. They carry weight in this realm and others. You would be well served to remember that. He was right about that. I can feel it in my bones. The little ones. The Grey March has swept the fringe. Aura gathers its forces there as we speak. And I hate when people gather forces in my fringe. You'll need to put an end to that. Stop them. My army should already be there. But I want you to see what you can do to help. If they continue to marshal their forces there, we won't be able to contain them. Make sure they can't! Ta! Come!
Greetings.
Flesh Atronachs are dangerous. Some are
I've heard that magic doesn't affect them much. Bye.
Yes, what is it?
Mazkin, retreat! Fall back to the town
You helped
center!
us at Cylon.
Now,
the Maskin
move!
do not forget their friends.
For the Mad God! Maskin!
Your Grace, the situation is grim. Passwall is under attack. We are outmatched and outnumbered. Last night, as dusk fell, the spire at the center of town became active. Soon after, the area around it began to crystallize and change. It wasn't long after that the Knights came. The Knights are relentless. They do not tire. They do not fear. And they do not stop coming. They appear out of nowhere at the base of the spire. We kill 5 of them. 5 more come. We've lost too many of the Mazkin already. I fear that we will not be able to hold the town for much longer. You've seen the spire in Passwall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It appears to be a source of power for these invaders, a portal, or some sort of gate, I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion. I do have an idea how we might be able to stop them, but for now our primary concern must be our survival. I've been losing Mazkin with each attack, and I'm down to nothing but men. We are pinned down here. If we lose, the gates of madness will fall. If the gates fall, the enemy will flood into the Isles. We will be helpless to stop them. Now that you've arrived, perhaps we can slow them down. We cannot talk now. We don't have very long until the next wave arrives. Even though I have served with these Mazkin for decades as the Duke of Dementia, it is your right to command the troops. Command them if you will, or leave it to me. Either way, make haste. Our time is short. I thank you for your trust. In your name and for the sake of the Shivering Isles, I shall not disappoint you. Inspect the battlefield and provide what aid you can to the troops. Speak with me when you feel that they are ready for battle. Mazkin, form up. For the sake of your sorry male hides, move. Move! Are you prepared for battle, Your Grace? Provide what aid you can, but I beg you to make haste. The enemy does not wait long between attacks. Were you able to provide the Mazkin with aid? We have little in the way of supplies here, no healing, no restoration. If you've done all that you can do, are you prepared for battle? Very well. I have a feeling that we will not need to wait long for the next attack. Here they come. How may I serve? Victory is ours, for the moment. We must discuss our next move. The Spire is obviously their source of power. This battle will not end until we find a way to shut it down. I am not certain, but do not lose heart. I have an idea. The ruins of Zedafin run under Passwall. The entrance to the south of the town has been sealed for centuries. One of my scouts reported that the ruins have been opened recently, and a number of these knights are now guarding the entrance. I did, and she did not return. I can only assume that she was caught and killed. If we attempt to assault Zedafin, Passwall will be overrun and we will lose the Fringe. Additionally, our forces are dangerously thin. We have no idea what opposition may await us inside. A frontal assault is not an option. Your insight is impressive. While we draw their attention here, you should be able to slip inside Zedafin. Once inside, search for the source of the Spire's power. It must be underground somewhere. Once you find it, destroy it. Good luck, Your Grace. May the voice of the hidden guide you to the way. You've seen the spire in Passwall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It seems to be a source of power for these invaders, a portal or some sort of gate. I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion. Walk with our Lord.
What's that? Oh! Oh!
It's you. I remember you. What are you doing down here? How did you get past the knights?
When they attacked, I ran from Pass Wall. They didn't say a word. They just started killing. The screams. By the staff, you can't imagine the screams. Fellas and I slipped down here thinking we'd be safe, but no, we landed right in the middle of them. Fellas ran off with them and left me to die. Me! That ingrate, disloyal cur. Imagine leaving me here all alone. Every time I look for a way out, I get twisted around and end up back here. But I'm too smart for them. You seem to have no trouble, though. Look at you, barely a scratch. You'd be the perfect person to protect me. This place is a nightmare. Knights everywhere, these priests, and whatever they've done to fellas. Listen, those people in Pass Wall need me. Can you imagine how they'd ever get along if I died down here? What? Here? Are you kidding? I'm not staying here. If you don't want to help me, fine. I'll get out of here on my own.
Got it! No match for my lordship!
Can we get out of... What do you...
What's that? Yeah! Oh!
Blessings, citizen.
Your Grace, you're alive. Truly, you are the greatest warrior ever to hold the seat of dementia. I was certain that no one could survive the Spire's collapse, but here you are. By the staff, you are more than worthy to lead us. I fear that our work is not yet done. The area is still overrun with knights that were not destroyed in the Spire. You should return to the palace and speak with Sheogorath. Ask him how he plans to defend this realm. Blessings.
News of your success in the Fringe precedes you. To further cement the victory, I have an important task for you to perform. You will seek the assistance of Relmina Vernum in Zalselm to rebuild the Gatekeeper. You remember? The creature you killed to get in here. With the Gatekeeper restored and Zadillion in operation, we won't have to worry about anything getting in. Things already here are another matter. You'll need to speak with Relmina Vernum. She'll help you with your task. Strange woman has some unusual tastes. With that done, the Fringe should be secure. For now. I can feel things start to get a little hairy. And not in the good way, like on your head. It's essential. Simply essential. If only it were essentially simple, but it's not. I want him there guarding those gates. If any of Jiggleag's forces show up, he should be ready for them. It wouldn't do to just let them in if more show up. And more always show up. Still and all, I think things are going well, considering. Go talk to Relmina in Zalselm. Tell her you're working for me. Oh, she'd do anything for me, that little minx. A powerful sorceress. Maybe a genius? And a complete lunatic. All in all, my kind of person. I brought her to my realm so she could continue to study her sixth element. Honestly, I didn't know there were 5 already. She's a bit obsessed with it. And with me. Makes dealing with her difficult. You shouldn't have any problems, though. No one likes you that much. Send Relmina my love. That'll get her going.
You helped us in Cylon.
Oh!
Have you found... Let... The world could come crashing down around us any... I can accept that. That seems fair to me. A fair bargain. A fair bargain. You got a good deal there. You got a good deal there. A fair bargain. That's a fair deal. That's a fair deal. You got a good deal there. I can accept. I can accept. You got a good deal there. If the world... Take care.
The great torch spreads the light of dementia across the land.
Aye. Well? Ah. Please, come back soon.
What?